Troops were concentrated all round the cemetery as nearly 10,000 townspeople lined the gravesides. The Israeli government gave all the victims state funerals, and the country's president, Professor Ephraim Katzir, and the deputy prime minister, Mr. Yigal Allon, were among the mourning crowds. Contingents of women soldiers marched in slowly with wreaths. Then the coffins themselves, 18 of them draped with the Israeli flag, were driven slowly through the weeping crowd to be carried to the graves. For many of the mourners, the moment was too emotional. As the coffins were carried past President Katzir by contingents of troops, hysterical relatives had to be restrained or comforted by the police. The mayor of Ma'alot had asked that the funeral should be dignified, but it was not to be. For as the chief rabbi, Joseph Adavia, was intoning the solemn words of the Kadesh, the Jewish funeral prayer, scuffles broke out among the mourners. A group of demonstrators calling for the death penalty for terrorists and urging revenge surrounded the president and the deputy prime minister. Troops and bodyguards had to move in to protect them, and the chief rabbi was led away. Meanwhile, at the town's hospital, more anxious relatives waited for news of the wounded children. 40 of the 80 wounded were taken there after the shooting, many of them seriously hurt. In the town of Ma'alot itself, a knot of people gathered outside the schoolhouse where the battle took place. Inside, the bloodstains, the bullet-scarred walls, and the damaged ceiling told their own story. There were more emotional scenes in Ma'alot at the funeral of the Cohen family, shot by the guerrillas as they made their way to the school. The father, Yosef Cohen, his 4-year-old son, and his 7-month pregnant wife were gunned down in their apartment. Only their 18-month-old baby, a deaf mute, escaped.